Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to show you how to do 3-bead acrylic extension on fake nails. I will walk you through the process step by step, including how to place the extension on the nail and the techniques you need to know. Before we dive into doing it on real hands, I have already covered practice sheets, how to pick up the acrylic bead and applying it. Now let's practice on a nail dummy to get the hang of it. Just look at how amazing the nails turn out. Let's get started. Here is the finger dummy we will be working on for our 3-bead acrylic extension. First up, we need to prep the nail. This involves getting it ready to acrylic application. Now before we move on to applying the fake nails, let me quickly explain the nail tip I am using. The tip I am holding is a C-type tip, but there are different shapes and size available. Size range from 0 to 9, with 0 begins the longest. Each size is clearly labeled on the tip for accuracy. The C-type tip has a space where you can apply the glue on the nail. This helps secure the tip onto the natural nail. Moving on, now that we have applied the glue to the designated area of the tip, it's time to spread it evenly across the space and the edge of the C-type tip. Once that's done, gently turn your hand and carefully place the tip onto the edge of the natural nail, ensuring there are no bubbles. Remember, a smooth application ensures a long-lasting result. Take your time and be gentle with the placement. Let's continue with the process, ensuring each step is done properly for beautiful nails that last. Points to note: press the tip firmly onto the natural nail for a secure bond. Second, double check for any air bubbles by gently pressing down on the tip after placement. Third, wipe off any excess glue for a clean finish. Now on to the next step, where we seamlessly blend the fake nail with the natural nail. We want to ensure there is no visible bump between two. Using a buffer, gently buff the area shown in the video until it looks smooth and uniform. It's crucial to be extra careful during this process, avoiding hurting the cuticle or surrounding skin. The goal here is to create a seamless transition from the tip to the natural nail, so they appear as one unit. Take your time and pay attention to detail for the best result. Let's continue with the blending process. Make sure to achieve a flawless finish. Pointers to note: first, use light pressure while buffing to avoid damaging the nail. Second, keep the buffer flat against the nail surface for even blending. Third, wipe off any dust after buffing for a clean surface. Now let's remove the shine from the fake tip to ensure better placement of the acrylic extension. Using the buffer, gently buff the surface of the tip to remove any excess shine. This is crucial for achieving a strong bond between the acrylic and the tip. By removing the shine, we create a textured surface that allows the acrylic to adhere more effectively. It's time to apply the acrylic onto the nail, but first we need to prepare our nail brush by dipping it into the monomer. This helps to prevent bubbles and makes the brush more flexible. Once that's done, dip the brush into the monomer again. Swipe off any excess and then dip the brush into the acrylic powder. Hold your hand at a 45-degree angle while picking up the acrylic bead. Place the bead on the edge of the nail and then use your brush to gently dab and spread the acrylic, covering the edge area of the nail. It may feel a bit tricky at the first, but with practice you will get the hang of it. Remember to keep your brush clean by dipping into the monomer as needed, and gently guide the bead into place if it starts to move. Take your time with this step and focus on creating a smooth and even application. Let's continue with the process, ensuring each bead is placed and blends seamlessly for a flawless finish. Points to note: first, start with a small bead of acrylic and add more as needed. Second, keep the brush clean to avoid clumpy or uneven application. Third, practice patience and precision for professional looking results. Now let's move on to applying the second bead of acrylic. Following the same technique, hold your hand at a 45-degree angle and pick up the bead using your brush. This time we are going to focus on applying the bead to the apex area of the nail where the natural nail and the tip meet. This is called the apex seal, and it's important to reinforcing the strength of the nail extension. Using the same gentle touch and handling of the brush, apply the bead to the apex area, ensuring it blends seamlessly with the first bead. The goal here is to make sure bead 1 and bead 2 look similarly, creating a smooth and uniform surface. Take your time with this step, focusing on achieving a consistent application for a strong and durable nail extension. Let's continue with the process, ensuring each blend is placed and blend with precision. Points to note: first, maintain a steady hand and consistent pressure while applying the acrylic bead. Second, keep the bead size consistent for a balanced and natural look nail extension. Third, practice makes perfect, so don't be afraid to experiment and refine your techniques. Moving on to the final step with the third bead of acrylic, using the same technique as before, pick a slight smaller bead for the acrylic. This time we are focusing on covering the cuticle area without touching the skin. Place the bead near the cuticle, ensuring there is a small gap between the acrylic and the cuticle. Now gently dab and apply the acrylic towards the cuticle area, blending it seamlessly with the previous beads. The goal here is to create a smooth and transition from the acrylic to the cuticle, ensuring there are no gaps or rough edges. Let's continue with this process, ensuring each bead is placed and blend with care. Points to note: first, use a gentle touch and a small control movements near the cuticle area. Second, keep the acrylic layer thin near the cuticle to prevent lifting. Third, practice patience and attention to detail for a flawless finish. Take your time with this step, as precision is key to achieving a professional looking result. By blending bead 1, bead 2 and bead 3 seamlessly, it will appear as one bead of acrylic was applied. As you can see, the final result is flawless with no visible distinction between 3 bead of acrylic. The application is smooth with a perfect apex and no bump or roughness. If you found this tutorial helpful and learned something new, please consider liking, sharing and subscribing to my channel for more nail art related updates and tutorials. If you have any question about nails or any other related topic, feel free to leave them into the comment section below. I will be happy to address them and even create a video tutorial in response to your queries. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.